name is Summer Rivas, and today I'll be interviewing my brother Jay. Please explain your profession, name of company, job title, what your duties are, hours, etc.
I'm Jay Rivas. I am car chief at Core Autosport on one of the Porsche 911 GT3R GTD cars competing in the IMSA WeatherTech series. I am responsible for all of the mechanical operations on the car, as well as the individual working on it. I have 2 mechanics full-time underneath me at the shop and 5 at the track. Usually we average about a 50-hour work week at the shop, and at the track, about a 12-hour day if everything goes well. On race day for the Daytona 24-hour, you're up for about 36 hours, unless you caught a 15-20 minute nap between pit stops.
What educational background is needed in order to perform your profession?
A good, strong mechanical background, everything encompassed in a vehicle's operations, mechanical, electrical, definitely at least 12-volt electrical theory, as well as diagnostics and just building simple electrical harnesses there. Basic mathematics, nothing too serious. The engineer thankfully gets to take care of all the serious equations. We do apply a lot of our simple mathematics to measurements and fabrication. We build a lot of the brackets ourselves as mechanics, even though we have a fabricator on hand. Spend a lot of time on the lathe and the mill. So just a good mechanical background.
Do you speak Spanish in your job?
No, I do not.
Would you use it if you could speak it?
Not very likely. If I did know how to speak it, the only way that I'd probably be using it is either having a driver who is from a Spanish-speaking background who doesn't speak English well, or potentially the same with an engineer, and then perhaps at the track, if I couldn't communicate with a fan in English, then I would do it in Spanish if I knew it.
Does your job require you to distribute any information in Spanish?
No, it does not.
Would the use of Spanish in your profession benefit you or your business?
Again, only if perhaps we had a driver or engineer that were Spanish speaking.
Does your profession exist in a Spanish-speaking country?
Yes, it does.
Would you ever consider moving to a Spanish-speaking country or foreign country for your job?
Earlier in my career and before having a family, I definitely would have considered it.
If your profession paid more money to bilingual employees, would you be willing to learn Spanish and use it in your profession?
I don't think so, because there's not enough advantage for me. It's unlikely that we'll have a Spanish-only speaking driver or engineer, so I can't see the benefit for myself.
Have you ever traveled outside the U.S.?
Yes, every year we go to Bowmanville in Ontario, Canada, and we race at the Canadian Grand Prix.
Did you have any encounters in which it would have been beneficial to speak another language?
Yes. Earlier this month in Daytona, we were testing, and with the start of a new program, you can't always foresee every tool that you're going to need, so we're missing a critical tool to make it on track. And I ventured a couple garages down, and there was a German Audi team, didn't speak hardly any English, and through the little bit of German that I know and a lot of hand gesturing, I was able to borrow the correct tool, but that would have been one prime example of having any sort of bilingualness being an advantage. Question again?
In your opinion, what holds people back from learning another language?
I think it's their own lack of desire and just no interest. They're too conflicted or interested in something else that takes away the appeal of learning another language.
At what point do you feel that learning a new language is a priority?
It would definitely be a priority if your job required it, or if you had made a life decision to move to another country.
Did you take a foreign language in high school?
Yes, I took German my freshman and sophomore years.
What do you remember from the class?
Definitely the food. It was an excellent experience. I enjoyed learning about all of the culture. We had Christmas parties and other holiday parties, and we sang in German, going to competition and doing poems. The whole camaraderie of learning a new language and culture.
If you had to go back and take the class again now, do you think you would approach it differently?
No, I think I'd approach it the same, which was open arms wholeheartedly, everything that I had. I definitely would have tried even just a little bit harder to do better with my poems at competition, but I think that I'd do it the exact same and that I really enjoyed it and would enjoy to do it again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for watching.